Hey YouTube, sorry for not posting in a while. I know I've been meaning to create new content and stuff, but I keep running out of time. So here's here's a new content for you guys. Welcome to my first episode of Tech Talk. In this series, will talk about anything tech related. In this first episode, I'll be talking about the AMD RX 480 overcurrent issues with old budget grade motherboards, old and budget grade motherboards. As you guys may or may not know, the RX 480 has been having overcurrent issues. When this happens, the PCs will just shut off. From what I've seen and learned from watching various YouTube videos from YouTube and saved live stream, that the way AMD designed the power delivery system is beyond terrible because there's not enough power for the card to function properly. What I mean by function properly, it's the benchmarking scores do not change no matter what you set the overclock to. To fix this, you have to increase the power limit. Another issue that AMD designed the card in such a way that half the V core is on the 6-pin power connector and the other half as part of the PCIe connector. And you guys are thinking, like, the guys who are into like PCB repairs, and like saying, what the heck is AMD even thinking with this? And I wonder, what is AMD smoking when they designed the card in this manner? Because I do not believe the cause of the overcurrent issue in other monitors is because of the overcurrent issue in older motherboards is because, or budget grade consumer motherboards, is the PCI connector has a max draw of 75 watts, which means the maximum amount of power that can come from the PCIe connector / PCIe lane is 75 watts. And there's been other review sites that have tested this, and they've came up with that the card's been using in excess of this amount of wattage, like as high as like 150 watts or something like that. And if you guys look at the 750 Ti graphics card that NVIDIA released quite a while ago, it has no power connector. You know, the reason why it has no power connector is all the power is coming from the PCIe, lane. And that's so good and all, because the PCIe lane is something, it provides enough power for the card to run properly. And AMD is claiming that they are going to fix this issue on the software level. You know, they're going to apply a feature to the new driver that will allow the card not to use so much power. And I don't see this happening, even from the software level. Even AMD's adding an extra feature that you can disable under the Radeon software. I learned that from Rich from over VTech USA's video on this. And I don't see this happening at the software level. What I can see this happening is fixing it. How I might be able to fix this is from the BIOS level, because I've read about other consumers flashing their cards with a modified BIOS that will allow more voltage to go through, result in higher overclocks. You know, like with the Titan X's and the 980 Ti's, for example. And I think this is the only way that AMD can fix this is to do the BIOS level. Give them a chance to use the BIOS level and edit some stuff within the card, and so you can reflash the card with a new BIOS with modifications to the power delivery. I don't see this working through software. I really don't. But I agree with one YouTube video that I viewed that you should wait until the third party companies such as Satisfyer, XFX, Gigabyte, MSI, Asus, they'll come out with their own cards, and they'll have more than just a 6-pin power connector. They'll probably have either a 6-pin and an 8-pin, or just a single 8-pin, such as the Sapphire RX 480 Nitro card that has an 8-pin power connector. And issues that the reference card, for example, this would solve the issues that the reference card had if AMD were to use an 8-pin power connector instead of a 6-pin power connector. Oh, one final thought about this card before I go. How can and how could the people behind the PCIe specification thing allow this to pass through there? Because this card is not up to spec with the PCIe certification thing. There's not. They don't have They have too many grounds for a 6-pin power connector, and finally, it's overdrawing too much power from the PCIe connector on the motherboard. So, if you guys really want an RX 480, and I've been hearing, there's been great reviews about the 480, just these minor issues, that I would just go ahead and get a third-party card, such as a Satisfyer card, or an XFX card, or Gigabyte, or MSI, or Asus. Until next time, this is Fender178, signing out. Have a good one.